Okay, this is we're going to talk about the standard folk groove, and I've never heard that term before. This is a term that I kind of came up with. It's common groove in the folk of the '60s. I still hear it today on songs all the time. It's also played fast. It can be used in bluegrass, so it's a very usable pattern. Used it a lot in worship stuff. So, and so I just want to show it to you. It is what I would call a syncopated pattern, unlike the patterns that we did in the last video, the simple or the introduction to strumming pattern. Those were all simple patterns. For example, a simple pattern would have no stranded upstrokes. By that I mean every upstroke has a downstroke right before it. Okay. For example, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay. Now that pattern has 3 upstrokes in it, but all 3 of those upstrokes are preceded by a downstroke. Okay. Now, on the other hand, a syncopated pattern like the standard folk groove will have kind of a stranded upstroke. So, for example, in the standard folk groove, that is down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and. You notice I didn't say 3 in there, so we skipped the downbeat on 3, and we replaced that with a downstroke, but missing the strings. So it gives it a little space. There's a little bit more space in this pattern. Now this pattern also it could be played if you play it you only move your arm when you have to you end up with this. And I've heard it done that way. I've seen it done that way in movies. You know, musicians or people pretending to be musicians playing. They hear this pattern, and the way they emulate it is by playing this. Like Elvis Presley would do that in movies sometimes, back in the '60s. So now this pattern fast. Okay. This pattern fast would be more like a bluegrass kind of pattern. You could use it for bluegrass. So, just to review, we have down, down, up, up, down, up. It's going to take a while to get that right. And if you want, you can just stay on one chord and not worry about anything else but the strumming pattern. Okay? When you're practicing something on the right hand, don't worry about the left hand so much. You can play an E chord. You can even play all open strings. If you want to tune to an open chord and just practice your strumming, you can do that. You can even practice your strumming on your leg if you don't have a guitar around. I've practiced strumming on my arm like this. Kind of worked out a pattern like that. I've even played guitar on my hand like this, just to work out something that I was in my head that I wanted to do right then and there and didn't have a guitar available. So. Now in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some variations on this. I'll just put them all in the next video, and you can see some different things we can do with the folk groove or the standard folk groove to make it a little less standard and have a little fun with it. And so that should keep you going. So just practice it, get it down, and then check out the next video. Thank you, and God bless. Talk to you soon.